It's Patty's Day again, and you wonder where the time went. I mean, it's been a whole year, and here we are again. I think time is speeding up, to be honest with you. I've got my Manhattan here, made with some Irish whiskey. It's really, really, really good. Let's make something jello-y. I got my Guinness here, and yeah, we're gonna make jello shots with Guinness. Yeah. Oh yeah. First thing we want to do is just take this whole can of Guinness and dump her in our, actually we should save a little bit for me too, I need a little beer. Actually, we'll just use this here. So I can sip along. And we need some heat. All right. What are they making today? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this to a boil. Just take a minute here. And in the meantime, I'll just have a little bit of Guinness. I like Guinness. Guinness is full of iron, and if you're iron deficient, drink some Guinness. That's good. Okay, so we've come to a boil now, and what we want to do is just bring our heat down so we can maintain a rapid boil. And what we want to do is reduce this by half. Reduce our Guinness by half. It's just going to take a few minutes here. And well, it's only 4.2% alcohol volume. We're going to burn it all off, but we're going to retain all that goodness. And the next step is to take some brown sugar. I've got 3/4 cups of brown sugar, and we're just going to dump it in. 3/4 cups brown sugar, and we're not going to stir. We're just going to let that continue for about, I don't know, maybe 5 to 8 minutes. I'm not stirring it because it'll do its thing on its own. And I don't want to disrupt all this wonderful Guinness goodness. Okay, so this is looking divine, by the way. It smells like smells like beer. It's stout anyway. I've got the brown sugar in there. It's all dissolved. Occasionally I kind of just jiggled it a bit, and it's been reduced now to about maybe 1/3 of what we started with. So I'm going to take it off the stove because I think it's done. Yeah, it is. Whoa. No smoke machine needed here. Okay, I'm going to turn my stove off here. All right, the next step is butter. I got 2 tablespoons of butter. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Let's just give that a little stir now. This is unsalted butter, by the way. Why? Because we're going to add some salt to it, our mix. We want about 1/4 teaspoon. That's about 1/4 teaspoon right there. And a cup of heavy cream. This is gonna be so good. You wait and see. Oh yeah. Yum. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Final ingredient, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that smells divine. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a lid on that and set it off to the side. What was that? And I gotta go make some coffee now because we're making Irish coffee Jello shots. Okay, be right back. I got my coffee. I poured a quarter cup of our Guinness caramel sauce, and that's all you need. We got a lot left over. And it'll keep up to 2 weeks in your refrigerator, so take it and, well, pour it over your vanilla ice cream. Pour it on your French toast, or pour a little bit in your Manhattan. Why the hell not? Let's see what it tastes like. Weird. Maybe don't do that. Let's get rid of this, and because we're going to need our pan again, and go from there, okay? Okay, I got my clean pan, and I'm going to press my coffee now. What we want is a 3/4 cup of coffee. It's warm coffee. Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna pour this back into my pan here because it's not overly hot right now, a little bit. And I've got this gelatin. We want 2 packs of gelatin here. That'll make it set for sure. And we're just gonna let that sit there for 1 to 2 minutes and just let it bloom. Gelatin is made by boiling skin, cartilage, and bones from animals. Meat industry leftovers. If that bugs you, you could use a vegan substitute for gelatin. You could use agar, which is made from cooked and pressed marine algae. It's flavorless and has a firmer, less jiggly texture than gelatin. Carrageenan, or Irish moss as it's called, could also be used. It's made from dried seaweed. It's flavorless and sets more softly than animal-based gelatin. And of course, you could use various vegetable gum powders such as guar gum or xanthan gum. These work too. So we're going to add some heat again here. Coffee's cooled down quite a bit actually. And we're going to bring some heat to this just to dissolve all that gelatin. This should only take about, maybe about 3 minutes or so. That looks about right. All the gelatin is dissolved now, and our mix is a little warm here, a little hot. I'm going to take it off the stove, pop it right over there. And to this mix, I've got some Jamesons here. We're going to add 8 ounces. And you ever wonder what makes Irish whiskey Irish? What constitutes Irish whiskey to be recognized as Irish? Well, there's a strict law that states a spirit must spend a minimum of 3 years maturing on the island of Ireland. 8 ounces. I think that's about it. A cup of Irish whiskey. All right. How beautiful is that? I'm going to transfer this now, my mix here, into my measuring cup because it's going to be a lot easier to pour. And look at that. We got 2 cups. 2 cups. So our mix is done. I'm going to fill up our Jello shots here. And we just want to fill them up about 3/4 way full. It's going to take a few minutes here. So I ended up with about 20 single shot Irish coffee Jello shooters, and you know, all that extra that you have, you could make more. Just add more coffee, add more gelatin, and have what, I don't know, 40, 60. But I'm only going with like 20 because it's only me and my crew, of course. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just transfer these to the refrigerator and let them sit for about 1 hour to 2 hours. Okay? I'll see you then. It's been a couple hours now, and I'm just going to take a couple of these off the tray, get them all prepped. Now, I've got some real whipped cream in a can, because it's so much easier. And in this case, oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. And what we want to do is just garnish here over the top with some fresh nutmeg. Oh, baby. Look at that. It's getting everywhere. That don't matter. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. Okay, kind of looks like an Irish coffee, doesn't it? Let's give this thing a go. That's got a hell of a kick. The whipped cream is like really, really sweet, but the actual gelatin little mix we made is not sweet at all. It's delightful. Perfect for getting you primed before you go out on St. Paddy's Day. All right, cheers. Oh, Jesus. That is, that's got some kick. Wow. Wow. The kick from the Irish whiskey is like, it'll kill you. Hit the subscribe button, check the other videos out, and make the Irish coffee Jello shot. Why? Because it's delicious. And it'll get you primed before you go out for your festivities.